Well, hello there, humans, bees, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I hope you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you two guys that I think are hackers. One of them I am 100% certain is a hacker. The other one, I'm not so sure. This is the video, basically. I'll run it through because I want you to have a look at them and tell me what you think. This is the hot drop at boot camp. There's a bloke over here who's been shooting at me. I go all over the place and try and get him, and I'm very suspect because he killed a guy right near me, and I'm like, how did he do that? It was a crazy shot from back there, but I couldn't see it, but I heard it. Anyway, I do a massive flank. So he's in that building, in that room right there. I go all the way up here on the roof, jump across the top so he can't see me, go all the way along here, round the back of the rocks, around the back of the wall. I only loot the rooms on this side of the building, so he can't actually see me through any of the doorways. And there's no way that he knows where I am right now unless he's got some kind of hack on, right? I have not been visible, bar for maybe a split second. And even then, he wouldn't know which doorway I was about to peek, right? But he's definitely in that room and he's definitely looking right here. Okay, super suspect. Then I go and change doors just to check it out. And I don't even peek. I just open the door. And he's already looking at the door that I was going to, right? So immediately, I'm like, this guy is rubbish. Now, this is an easy one for me. This wasn't hard to pick at all. This guy, I think it's, what's his name? Spezmoshquan. Anyway, and I try, like, he knows I'm looking at him. He doesn't need third party to see this. I'm looking right at the window where he is, so I put off some shots just to see if he'll poke. And he doesn't look at the windows where I was, doesn't look anywhere else. He just shoots immediately straight down at me here. So he knows exactly where I am. And I don't have any health left. I end up running around for ages, dodging him, doing all kinds of tricks, relocating, doing everything I can to try and get an angle on this guy. And I'm talking, like, you saw how long that flank took there. It took a minute and a half in real time, and it was really solidly executed. Excellent. All that kind of stuff. The guy's hacking. The problem with both these guys that I'm going to show you, and the thing that really frustrates me, is I've reported them both. I mean, I know he's gone all the way around to my building there. I peek in, he's already waiting. He's waiting down the end of that corridor. Watch him. He is behind the stairs because he knows I've been looking for him, and he leans out and pre-fires the end, despite the fact that he has no clue that I, shouldn't have any clue at all that I'm there. This is him. Right. The thing that frustrates me and is really upsetting me is Spez Mokhwan or whatever. You're a cheat, whatever your name is. I mean, I was watching him and then he immediately went and did this. Like, went and looted my box. And there was a bloke between us who was, unbeknownst to me, hiding out in one of these little rooms. I had no idea he was there, but this guy definitely knew he was there. They're both still active. Both the accounts that I'm going to show you are still active. One of them, this guy is well on his way to Crown at the moment. He is averaging like 30 plus kill death ratio. But the other guy is much cleverer with the way he's doing things. And I think a lot of you will be like, that's not hacking. That's not hacking. There's no way he's hacking. I was suspect. I mean, this is still our Spets guy. And I'm going to show you some key indicators here as to what I look for when I look at these things and when I report, because I don't think it's stuff that everyone thinks of, but if you know a little bit about the game, I mean, obviously he's following a guy through the wall. Like, I mean, this is the same guy later. I just walked away and left it recording, then came back and checked it today. And, that's like, and then the end of the game, I mean, there was a lot of BS in between, but this is the last shot of the game. Like, hello, yeah, is there someone out there? Who could tell? Apparently he could. Right in the head. And when you look at his thing, there's a key indicator. 50.7%, that's what the blue arrow is pointing at, is his kill death ratio, is his headshot ratio. That is miles and miles and miles above and beyond the best real players in the world. 50.7%. That is one of the biggest KPIs. But this guy here is very, very different. I've just got Ouija up. A bloke's pushing us without a helmet or anything. He's solo squatting, and he clears us both with one burst of the UMP. I'm like, right, that's BS. That's complete BS, right? And he's got a crew challenge Pubg M Warrior. Now that to me is a massive indicator, right? If you've done well in the crew challenge, I'm super suspect because I've played in the crew challenge before, and the amount of hackers in that thing is It's nuts. It's stupid. The amount of times people have cheated in the crew challenge is just a laugh. The other thing is that the first thing he does from here is he goes and gets a helmet. Like he looks over and identifies a helmet and says, yeah, I'll go and get a helmet, because I think he can see everything that's on the map. That's one of the things. And these guys are both still current accounts. Both of them still exist in the game, right? But the thing that really gets me with guys like this is that they've got a reasonable kill-death ratio. I mean, that's about the kill-death ratio I have in squads, 6. So I'm like, there's no way that's suspect, right? But I mean, it's the amount of headshots when he needs them. Like, there's a guy at the back, just a quick tap headshot, and watch the weapon swaps. He's got a Kar 98K. Watch him as he goes back behind here, automatically switch. He couldn't see that guy. I mean, he could not see that guy to know that the switch was on, but he made it. And every single shot is a headshot, like when he needs it. What happens with these guys when they've got low kill death ratios, and what you'll actually find a lot, that's another headshot, by the way. I slowed it down and looked. It's a headshot. He's like, just everything's headshots. Watch him snap to the guy in the bike. Oh yeah. Awesome. Yeah, really, really not suspect at all. Anyway, the thing that happens with these guys is they hot drop solo squads. And what that will do is it will clean up your stats. So you end up in a situation where you can hot drop and you don't get a weapon, or there's too many people, so you might die, blah. So you end up with an average kill death ratio that's quite low, despite the amount of games you play, because you're dropping in the middle of 12 people. Like, that's... And you sometimes will just die because of that, and you'll only get a kill or something. So when you go and have 25 kills, it doesn't look suspect. And then, I mean, I watch... and I don't know if you guys spotted that. Watch this. I mean, this is suspect enough. Straight down the end, guy in the bush here. Like, let's shoot him and then finish him off. But that's not the suspect thing here. I wonder if you noticed what I noticed when I was watching this back. And this is why the real thing for me, and this is his stats here, that doesn't look crazy at all, does it? Highest damage is 4K, which is pretty crazy. 30 kills, which is pretty crazy. 30.1% for headshots is high. Now, you can go and look at the top people. That is high. It is above most of Asia's top 10, but it's not crazy above them, but it is very high for him as well. But watch how fast his car goes. This is what really gave it away for me. It's not all the other stuff. It's this. I went and opened a training room, got on Miramar, boosted the crap out of a VW and climbed up, and I'm going to show it to you in slow motion. I set the car up in exactly the same spot. I started boosting at exactly the same time, and he just goes to top speed in like a second. And I can't tell you how often I see this with hackers who think they are killing it and they've got the best hacks and they can't be detected and all this, but they are lazy and they will make their cars go faster. They nearly always do. They nearly always have faster acceleration. And this VW bus is going up the hill so fast, it's like a Murado on the flat. And I am still boosting. You can see the boost coming out the side of my car there. And I am so far behind this guy's VW. It is crazy. Now, you might not be convinced, and that's fair enough. I reported him. He's still in the game. But there are levels of hacks that exist within PUBG Mobile. There are the guys that pay for them, and there are the guys that just use the crap ones. And the guys that use the crap ones, they do tend to be ousted pretty quickly. And the guys that are obvious do tend to get ousted pretty quickly. This, to me, is pretty obvious. Like, he's a good player. His movement is excellent. I don't know if he's using an emulator or not. I think he is basically someone that's just got a little bit of help on for all his stuff. I mean, there's a guy that was down the hill in those apartments. And again, every single engagement is perfect, right? That's still good reaction times. He jumped out very, very quickly. He moved very, very quickly. It's just always perfect in terms of luck and never really looking anywhere that there's not someone, okay? We'll watch on and we'll see just a few little more instances before I go. Tell me in the comments below, do you think this guy's hacking or not? I think he is. I reported him. PUBG Mobile hasn't done anything about it. I reported both these guys. PUBG Mobile hasn't done anything about it. And that frustrates me because the solo FPPQ, particularly on the Asia server, was going okay this season, and it's been spoilt completely by hackers. I've posted 3 or 4 videos of guys hacking in the solo FPPQ now, and it's made it incredibly difficult. Now, you saw a guy go into those yellow buildings down there. I want you to watch how this gets played. Again, the car goes incredibly fast, incredibly quickly. Like, that's a VW bang bus. It is not meant to go with that kind of pickup. Like, his car goes faster. Like, that for me, that's a standout. But watch how he tries to sell this. He knows where the guy is. Watch him move around, and yet he just looked exactly where the guy was on that bottom floor there. Watch him pretend. Oh, I'm looking over here, but I'm not really going to run away. I'm just going to look out there, and what about that? What about just in here? Do you think he's just in here? I think he might be just in here. What are the odds? Oh! Huge surprise. And a headshot. Lucky for some. Then we go up to the top of Power Grid, and this is really for me the icing on the cake. Now, sure, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine and dandy. But this next little passage of play, what do we do? Why can't we just have people with some kind of decent sense of morality and joy, and who don't want to actually just pretend to be good, who want internet clout or something? I don't know. I mean, this is basically all the... I got to be honest, if you are high ranked, it's super suspect, because to get high ranked, you're not playing... If you're playing solo squads and stuff, I mean, watch this crap. Watch him just randomly... Where are you shooting now? What are you shooting at? And there's 2 guys that he's going to shoot here. One all the way over there on the left, he ignores. Watch this. Ready? 1, 2. Lucky you went at it from that angle. I mean, incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. I'm Bushka. Thanks so much for watching. Look after yourselves. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.